Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Peter back with another video. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Today, I just want to go ahead and go over the capabilities of streaming on the console. I know that the PS4 Pro and the Xbox One X, as well as the base PS4 and the base Xbox One, you can stream on. And I just wanted to go over like my personal experience. I've been streaming for a while now, and I stream on all platforms, preferably YouTube, biggest platform, but also I know Twitch is, when it comes to streaming, in terms of streaming, Twitch is the biggest platform, and then Mixer, which is on the come up, and that's actually owned by Microsoft. So I'll go over both applications and both interfaces on the PlayStation and Xbox, and on in terms of streaming. I'll give my personal experience and my personal opinions, and they're both have their pros and cons. Mostly Microsoft has a lot of cons, but you know what? I'm not. It's fine. It's. I hope that I hope they make it better next generation with the Series X, since they added a share button to the Series X controller. And yeah, let's go ahead and dive into this video. So the first thing I want to talk about is my Xbox One X when it comes to streaming on the Xbox One X. I've been using, so I have Twitch obviously, but I obviously want to build my portfolio, and on Mixer, I just very intrigued by it because it's basically integrated and built in. It's a Microsoft application, and I want to build on that. So usually I just stream on Mixer, and mostly on PlayStation I'll stream on through Twitch. But I'm a big Call of Duty player, and I stream. I'm a better player on my Xbox One X than I am on my PS4 Pro. But in the past, I'm not gonna lie, I've had issues streaming on the Xbox One. Not lately, but in the past when I first started streaming on the Xbox. So all my Twitch content, Call of Duty, is mostly from PlayStation, but I do intend, because of the issues that I had streaming, I do tend to stream on my Xbox One, because all my game content and all my sweet content that I produce, it's basically the best displayed on the Xbox One. And I'm using this camera. It's basically a webcam, Logitech one, and it's pretty cool. I do have my PlayStation camera right there as well. But anyways, so mostly when I stream on the Xbox One, let's go to home, and then we'll just go to start live broadcasting. Oops, went that way. Where are you? There you are. So I'll go on here, and then I'll just prepare. Yep, that's my Mixer. And then Call of Duty Monday stream, I did stream briefly a little bit yesterday. So then it gives you the option to have the microphone on and off, and then we'll go to click on camera options. And then you can give the option to have a full screen camera. And I have the camera on right now, as it linked up blue right there. It is on. And then move the camera position. This is pretty cool. You can move it to wherever you want to move it to. Got that right there. Centered. I'll give you the image. So if I want to move it towards the middle, it'll be in the middle right there. And then if I want to move it to the upright right there. And then usually I just like to have it right there in the bottom right. And then you can zoom in, zoom out. You can center it. You can move it. You can adjust it. That's the cool thing about, you can just adjust the camera wherever you want it to be. And I think when it comes to streaming, depending on the game, what's on the screen, it's cool to have the flexibility just to move it on whatever side you want the camera to be on while you're streaming. So I do want to point out, I've had no issues with this camera, but while streaming. But I will say that in the past, I've had laggy streams. I've had laggy audio through my headset. I'm not sure why that may be the case. I don't know if it's because maybe Microsoft restricts on certain things or certain peripherals like a webcam, but it's a Logitech webcam. It should be compatible, and I've had it for a little while, and I feel like my experience on the Xbox One has gotten better when it comes to streaming. And I'll go to Twitch right now. You guys can check it out. And I will say that Microsoft, like when it comes to certain services, yes, you can stream on Twitch, you can stream on Mixer, but I really wish they would have integrated like Twitter or even YouTube. So I'm on the Twitch app, and then you can always go to broadcast, and then you can broadcast gameplay. But I really wish that they had more to offer. But then I get it because they have their own application they want to push in Mixer, and they have that integrated on the actual home screen. So if you scroll down, if you have an Xbox, if you go to community, or if you go down below community, it's Mixer's right there. And they obviously want to push this, so I'll have to check out Ninja a little bit, playing Valorant. But yeah, overall, like, my experience has gotten better. I hope it continues to get better on the Xbox One. I just feel like it's definitely frustrating when I had to deal with like input lag, as well as just stream lag and audio lag through my headset. So I really wish I wouldn't have to deal with that. But I will admit, yeah, it's been better lately, and I hope it continues to stay that way. So I'm going to go ahead and let's check out the PS4. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and talk about streaming on the PS4 Pro. I got it on right now, and then I'll go ahead and press the share button on the controller. And we will go down to sharing and broadcast settings. And then let's go and get this out of the way. I really do like the fact that once you click on a link with the other services, the fact that this is already built in onto your PlayStation, you don't gotta download anything off the PS Store, or let alone just any applications overall. These are already built in. So it's like, it's freaking cool the fact that you have access to Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, and you can just sign in with your credentials, and then get logged in, and then you can start streaming right away. I think that's so freaking cool. I really wish Microsoft would have had the similar capability to do that with the click of a button away. But I do understand that they have their own application and Mixer that they use, and they want to continue to build that and make that application grow. So I get it, but I really hope that they take note and just give us the better options, with the Series X. So yeah, if I go back, if I go on broadcast settings, we'll go click on advanced settings, and then this gives you the option to include video from PlayStation camera. Of course, we're gonna include that because we have the PlayStation camera for streaming. And then if we go to camera video settings, these are the sets that I already have it to right now. And then I do have my PlayStation camera. It is on right there with the red light. And yeah, I can move this, I can move the actual camera on any side of this screen that I want. But I'm just gonna say it, I'm just gonna be straight up. Like, I never had any issues with this camera when I'm streaming on the PlayStation, let alone haven't had any issues with audio as well on the PlayStation through my headset or through the camera itself. So another cool thing about it is that you can choose to share your party audio too. So say if you're in a party chat with your friends, and you can have the option to share that while you're streaming. So I like that. I really think Sony has excelled in this area when it comes to streaming, and it's great, man. It's definitely great. I really am curious to see how that create button that they introduced on the new DualSense controller for the PS5, how that's going to factor out, how it's going to play out. And I'm excited. I'm excited for that as well. And Sony, like, I've had no issues with this streaming, so thank you so much for making it more easier and convenient for me. And I'm going to go ahead and mention one thing as well. So I have my headset hooked up through USB. For whatever reason, I don't know why I can't have that like connection through Microsoft with a USB. If I try to hook it up through USB, I get no sound. I got to use my 3.5 millimeter jack for sound and in-game audio on the Xbox, whereas through PlayStation, I don't need a 3.5 millimeter jack. Like, I still get audio sound through if I have it plugged in through the USB. So that's another freaking cool thing about Sony's console. And if I just go to settings, I have all my settings right there. And what I prefer is, like, it's so freaking convenient for, like, me, and I'm sure other users have probably experienced and witnessed this too, but it's like, you can change your chat audio to all audio, so you can have all audio through the headset. And it's just a click of a button away. I like the fact that it's just more, they made it really so convenient for the user. Whereas, Xbox, if you want all game audio, you gotta just click on the menu, you gotta click on the menu, and then you gotta go to broadcast, and you just gotta, it's extra steps. Whereas it's Sony, it's like on the controller, it's a click away from the controller, man. So It's like you got to go dig and dive on the Xbox, whereas PlayStation, it's like, boom, it's right here. So I really hope they take note and they improve that. And I just, overall experience, man, it's just, personally, like, I've had no issues with audio, no lag, no camera issues on the PlayStation, whereas on the Xbox in the past, I've had issues with audio through my headset, and lag through the stream, and as well as my camera flickering on and off. So yeah, that's just gonna, that was my take on the PlayStation stream. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I want to make this clear. Like, this is no knock on Microsoft and Xbox. This is just, like I mentioned before, this is just based on my personal opinion and take. And I'm sure most of you guys can relate to, if you guys do own both consoles, if you guys stream on both consoles. I'll be upfront and I'll be really transparent. I've had issues in the past streaming on the Xbox, whereas on the PlayStation, not once I've had any issues. And I'm honest, like, I never had any issues with my camera on the PlayStation. No audio issues through my my headset, which all audio through the output that you put through the headset while you're streaming, it's freaking important when you're playing Call of Duty, because you got to have that in-game audio. And I've had issues with audio on the Xbox where I would lose audio, and or the audio would just lag. It wouldn't be, on spot. So as I mentioned, they did add a share button on the Series X controller for the next Xbox. So I'm curious to see if they will just make it better and work out the issues that they had with the Xbox One. Whereas Sony, I mean, they've already had the share button on the DualShock 4, and they have a create button now on the DualSense controller for the PS5. So I'm eager to see what that's all about and how they're going to integrate that or innovate and make it better. But I'm not going to lie, like, it's just so simple to stream on PlayStation, and the flexibility of them giving you the options to, hey, here's a click button, go to link with other services, here's Twitter, here's YouTube, here's Twitch. You can log into either platform with your credentials and then sign in and then start streaming using those platforms. And I really wish Microsoft would make it easier, but then again, I get it. They want to push Mixer, and most likely that'll probably be the case with the next generation console in the Series X. So let me know what you guys think. Feel free to comment. If you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. Share with a few friends and buddies. I would greatly appreciate it. And please, subscribe. You'll be alerted when I go live, whether it's streaming or if I decide to make another video, and you'll be alerted. So please hit the like and subscribe. I would greatly appreciate it. Most importantly, hope you guys are being safe. Most importantly, hope you guys are staying healthy, and keep pushing forward. I will catch you guys in my next video. Take care. God bless. Peace.